all those guys in the receiving corps, how have they embraced that next man in?
I think they've done a great job with their attitude and mental toughness. That's really where it starts. Everyone's taught the same fundamentals and stuff, but stepping in and playing in a ball game is a lot different than stepping in and playing at practice. And those guys have done a good job of taking their first chance. Allen's been a guy who's played before, so we expected him to just step in and do such a good job like he did. But other guys like Riley Reef and then even Adam and Brandon, those guys are new to playing on the field, and they've done such a good job of stepping in and just picking right up where we left off with our starters and doing a good job of keeping our momentum going and keeping our tempo up.
That Penn State drive, that last one last year, might be your most defining moment as a Hawkeye. How much are you going to be looking back to that this week to capture the poise you showed, the seemingly calmness, no big deal kind of factor that you seem to show in that drive?
I probably won't look back to it at all, to be honest. I mean, if anything, we'll look at the film to see what their defensive tendencies were, but that game isn't this game. This is a whole new ball game. Can't be looking for things that are gonna, we don't have Sean Green, we don't have Brandon Meyer, so they don't have some of the same guys that they had. So this is a new ball club on both sides. So we're gonna have to go out and play and be ready for anything. But at the same time, we're gonna have to have poise and composure as an offense and as a team to go into an environment that we're gonna be going into and to be able to execute at a high level.
You talk about that environment. What 110,000 whiteout. What does that do to you guys? What does that physically do to an offense?
We'll find out. I mean, we haven't been in that yet, so I don't think any of us have really played at Penn State in a big game. So this is all new to us. But at the same time, this is the reason why you want to play college football, because of these big games. College game day, it really doesn't get any more exciting for a college football player than the opportunity that you have in front of us, this week. But at the same time, you got to come ready to work during the week, because that's when you can get as prepared as possible for the game.
So you talk about the whiteout. Have you seen it? I mean, I know it does nothing on the field to you at all. It was kind of an impressive thing to see.
Yeah, that's good that they coordinate that like that. We've done that before with certain games, but that's something that I think every college team does. It looks cool, so I mean that's really all. I don't really have.
Do you the injuries have all pretty much been on offense. How does that affect the quarterback? I mean, what does that do? I mean, you got different guys coming in, and there's different levels of preparedness, and yeah. I know it's got to affect what you do out there.
It does to some extent, but really, we're still running the same plays. We're still trying to keep the same tempo. There might be a few minor adjustments you have to make, but it really shouldn't mess with you too much. You should be able to, plug one guy in, or plug one guy out, and be able to just keep moving. That's obviously easier said than done. There are some different factors that go into how well you can adjust, but I mean, to me, I haven't really noticed too much of a difference at times.
Mm-hmm. Do you, people make a big deal out of the first half. Do you think you're getting enough credit for the second halves that you put up? Because they've been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Or do you care?
I'm not looking for credit for the first half, or blame for the first half. It doesn't really matter to me. All that matters to our offense and our team, our team, is whether we win or lose. And we realize that a football game is 60 minutes. It's not just a half. So, there's a lot that goes into a first half. It's not the same as the second half, because it's the first time you're playing them. This is new stuff. They're not going to give you the exact things that you think you're going to get sometimes, and you gotta let the game come to you. It's not just going to happen right away for you. But we could do a better job in the first half. I thought we had a good first half this past week. Anytime you go into the halftime leading, it's really all you can ask for. Mm-hmm. And then your defense is playing so well. You just got to go out there in the second half and pretend like it's 0-0. So with each week, we hopefully can get better in the first half. And but I know we're not really too worried about it. We're just trying to worry about our game plan and execution and letting those other things take care of themselves.